The Big Show with Night and Day. Pick up a Night and Day milk bar card and get your 6th shake for free.
Don't fight it. It's time to go up a size. This is the biggest.
This is the biggest.
Our biggest show. The Hodaki Big Show. With Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Oh, g'day, you mad bastards. Great to have your company this Monday afternoon, the 19th of February 2024, and you, my friends, are listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Night Day and Mogi. Massively muscled rogue stallion of a man, you Randy Adonis. How's life?
You're going pretty grousey, you sick son of a bee, you mad dog. All the better for seeing you, brother.
Yeah,
another
thanks,
one of those
mate.
beautiful Salvation Army shirts you got on. The
Loving
buttons
it.
are unbuttoned down to the navel there. I'm seeing a couple of your buzzies poking out.
A couple of my burnt meat patty nips.
It's a good day to be alive, brother.
Yeah, it is, isn't it, eh? I'm just feeling good, you know. It's a beautiful day here in Auckland City. The sun's out, you know, and I mean, yes, we're professionals, and yes, we're doing a radio show, but if I can have my top undone, I will.
Thank you.
And I know you guys don't mind. Keyzie, looking a bit worse for wear. How's life, mate?
Am I really? Because I feel like I'm not hungover. I'm ready to go. It's the start of a fresh week.
Just the sort of 4-day stubble.
Actually, I do have 4 days stubble. I left the house today, looked in the mirror and went, wow, I look like a shambles. Anyway, off to work.
I wasn't going to say anything, but yeah.
Well, and you've got it as well. You've got the exact same stubble.
I do, but I'm not allowed to shave, Kizzy. I've got an acting job coming up. We'll be talking about
Really?
that later in the show, yeah.
Hey,
same here.
Can I just say, Mogi looks hot, man.
Thanks, man.
Hang on, what's the difference? He's got a moustache and a stubble, so do I.
Speaking of, you know, facial hair, how do you think I'm looking, fellas? Hey, listen, massive show ahead. There is so much going on. Our first ever Name That Tool we're going to be doing.
Oh.
We're going to carry on the countdown, of course. But what I want to know is, where are you listening to the show, New Zealand, and what are you wearing? Text us 3483 or send us a talkback on the iHeartRadio app, or give us a call on 0800 Hodaki.
That's right. Everyone that does that, we'll go on the draw to win a $50 Night and Day voucher. But fellas, let's get back into the countdown, eh? Song number 913.
Oh, bit of Pearl Jam. You gotta love
This
it.
is Hodaki's greatest of all time countdown.
913. Pearl Jam. Nothing Man.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Oh, yes, indeed. The Walkman there coming in at 912 on the Go Countdown this Monday afternoon.
I had them at number 6.
Did you?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
they're
yeah.
Good band, man.
Yeah,
Good band.
man.
Hey, Samuel, you mad bastard. How's life?
Pretty good, mate. Pretty good.
Says who?
Sorry?
Says who?
Oh, me, mate.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah,
fair enough. I was
Samuel
just checking.
says-
Just
yeah,
double
yeah.
checking, man.
What's up, Samuel? What's going on?
Oh, we're doing a scavenger hunt for orientation week.
Oh, yes.
At the University of Auckland.
Okay, what do you need from us, mate?
We need a shout-out for Floor 9 of O'Rourke Hall.
Okay, so what was it? Floor 69 of O'Dork Hall. You got it, buddy. There you go. Helped you out with your scavenger hunt there.
Oh, Keyzie!
Lots of shout-outs coming in on 3...
Oh, lordy.
Oh, Keyzie's hardcore, brother. He's hardcore.
Lots of shout-outs.
Are you in a bit of a her of a mood, are you,
Can I just
Keyzie?
say shout out to floor 9, was it? At O'Rourke Hall. Is that what it was?
I think it was 10.
Okay.
Yeah, it was.
I know.
Shout out, that counts. Whatever it was, that's what we're shouting out. Floor 9
totally.
or floor 10. Sorry about Keyzie there, man.
Hey, fellas, lots of texts on 3483. G'day, guys. In Vegas, wearing a bandana. Just a bandana, mind you.
Oh, yeah, so good.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I might bring back my bandana. I still love a
No.
bandana.
How did you wear it? Like a neckerchief?
No, like a
Over the
bandana.
face.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
your head.
Yeah, on my head, man.
Yeah, sick.
Cool.
So cool.
This is Logan. I'm at Mission Bay Beach, you six sons of bees.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Amongst the poos and that.
And Mark from Dunners, he's wearing his polo and his chinos at work. He's listening to the GOAT. He's predicting My Stiffy as number 1.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
my Stiffy. Yeah, good
man.
call.
By NXS.
Good call, that.
Yeah.
Hey, now listen,
I love my
You're-
Stiffy.
you'll recall, Mogi, that we were having dinner on Friday night with old Keyzie.
I wasn't.
No, I know you weren't
Oh.
because you couldn't make it, but me, Pugs,
Oh, yes.
and our wives
Yes.
went along, and Keyzie, of course, insisting that the death ramen was the best
Yeah.
ramen he's ever had in his life.
So
Is that what it was called? I didn't know that.
It's called
Yes,
the Death
the
Ramen.
Death Ramen.
And so the reason, and I recommended, I said I had the best ramen of my life. Jase was, what was the name of the restaurant? I told him. He went there. He didn't order the Death Ramen. He then proceeded to bag my taste in restaurants. So we went there on Friday. Death Ramen, hot, and it's circled in red as well, where nothing else
really?
is.
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't know this part of it.
So we ordered 4 of them. My wife just got a beef teriyaki.
Sure.
How did you find it, Jase?
Look, I'll be honest with you, Mogi.
Could you
Keyzie-
rate yourself as a bit of a
Totes.
heat guru?
I mowed it down. Oh,
Jase,
Keyzie
don't lie.
disgraced himself. And I think even Keyzie will acknowledge this. Pugsan, who's just joining us
G'day, guys.
in the studio, magnificent. Not
Yeah,
even
can I get a straight answer on it? If I'm going to get it from anyone, I'll get it from Pugs.
not
Sure,
even
man.
a bead of sweat on old Pugsan.
Right.
And my wife, she mowed it as well.
Right.
Yeah, no problem.
So, who had the issues? Who was the entertainment factor?
All right, so Jase thought he was stoned after about 10 minutes, Keyzie, with the Japanese music. Thanks, mate. Jase thought he was stoned after eating.
Carry on, Pugs, man. Come on.
Sorry, it just reminds me of home. And Keyzie required a stack of napkins to the table in order to wipe his brow repeatedly.
Wow.
I was brow mopping.
Wow.
I had 4 glasses. I got everyone a glass at the table of water. I then stole my wife's one, then Jace's one, then got my wife's drink bottle out of her bag.
What flavour is this ramen? Talk me through the ramen.
It's basically just chili, Mogi.
It
and
was
a
just
broth.
hot.
It's just very spicy.
just hot.
Yes,
That's it.
yes.
Yeah.
There was and it had pork in it.
Can I just say
Okay,
as well,
pork.
it wasn't this hot when I ordered it last time.
I was good because what this reeked of was that you'd been to this restaurant before. You had never eaten the Death Ramen, and you said, "Oh,
A stitch up.
Yeah, stitch up. Hey, Jase, you should go and eat this Death Ramen, man. It's the best ramen I've ever had." And then, of course, Haughty J goes along and ignores your advice. So, what happened to you then, Jase? Did you eat it?
I was fine, man.
Jace, you weren't fine. He was bright
Pugs,
purple.
can I ask you, how was Jase?
Every so often I would look over at Jase, and he was an unusual shade of purple, more so than normal.
A big vein in his head.
And you genuinely felt like it was,
I was
some
out of it.
psychedelics, man.
Yeah,
right.
and what really got my deep inside my goat, Mogi, is my wife, who's not a chili fiend, just mowed it.
She
Right.
smashed it.
No problems at all. And she was going, maybe I've got a different one from you guys. But no,
Yeah,
she
Very
hadn't.
stoic
Wow.
was Jase's wife.
Wow. Huh. How embarrassing for all of you.
Well, it was for Keyzie mostly, though, is the point. Keyzie.
Yeah, I apologise. That was not what I was served the other day. It was a lot hotter than last time.
Just out of curiosity, who was the only person at the table who finished it?
Well, you.
Thanks.
Pugs mowed it down. Jace's partner ate most of hers until she got full, had no issues. Jace was bright purple with a big vein in his forehead, and I had about a quarter of mine and about 10 napkins and 5 glasses of water.
Keyzie took the noodles out of the dish so that they would cool off on a plate.
It didn't work. It really didn't work. Anyway, we're going to get back to the GOAT countdown, fellas.
9/11, is it?
You're listening to Hodaki's greatest of all time countdown.
911 REM Stand.
The Hodaki Big Show. Weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Coming in at number 910 on the Go Countdown. Silverchair, fellas.
One of the first bands I ever saw. I saw them in, I think it was Wellington, probably in 1993, and they were only about 16 or 17, I think.
Was that the tour where they had to have their parents with them at all times?
They toured with them until they were in their sort of 18, 19,
Wow.
I think. But yeah, never said a word to the audience, never really looked at the audience.
Yeah.
Very, very shy little fellas there, but bloody good, really enjoyed it. Of course, known satirically as Nirvana in Pyjamas
Yes.
and Sound Kindergarten.
Oh, Soundgarden. That's
Yeah,
clever.
yeah,
They
that's
do
very
sound very
That was
Nirvana-y, don't
very,
they?
very
Yes.
much like that, yeah.
Yeah. How was the gig, by the way? It
Bloody good.
was only 30 years ago.
Yeah, no, it was really good. They were great.
Yeah, sweet.
Well, yeah, I mean, they weren't great, but the tunes were great.
Yeah, good.
What's actually happened to this still going?
Nah, he's sort of out on his own now. He's
Yes.
he's sort of had his own issues there, and obviously was in love with Natalie Imbruglia for a while until you stole her off him.
Yes.
if I remember correctly.
God, I still feel bad about that because you were saying off air, Keyzie, you found her incredibly hot.
I don't think I said the word incredibly, but
You
I
said you don't
you
even
s-
like brunettes, but in her case,
You just went, you found her stunningly beautiful.
I'm pretty sure I
you
said,
said she was your hall pass.
If you had a hall pass, it would be her, you were saying off air.
I'm pretty sure I just said, Natalie Imbruglia, she's pretty hot.
Oh yeah, no, that was it. That's right.
It certainly wasn't stunning.
I'm pretty sure you slipped incredible in there.
Did I?
Hey, But listen, stay tuned because the countdown continues after the break, fellas.
It sure does. A big shout out to Burger King, of course, for making this entire thing possible. Do not forget that if you helped vote on the GOAT by texting GOAT to 3483, you now have a chance to play for $100,000.
Too good,
Believe it, man.
It's going to be magnificent the entire way it's going to work. It's going to be happening on the final day of the GOAT as well. There's going to be envelopes. One of them will have 100K in it. They're all pretty much going to have cash in it. So
Am I right?
You're going to come away with some cash.
Win one way or t'other.
Yeah, that's
Exactly.
right.
It's going to be one hell of a party.
And even if you're just listening to the GOAT, you're winning.
Exactly.
Am I right?
I'm
Yeah,
telling you,
man.
in all seriousness, I love countdowns because of the variation in the music.
Indeed.
Mogi. Change it up a bit, I say. Change it up.
Yeah, we should do like changing up the people on the shows as well.
That's a good idea, man.
Well,
Yeah.
you're about to leave soon, so that's probably going to happen, Keyzie.
Actually, more on that potential new job for me
Oh, yeah, God.
soon in the show. All right, I've got an update.
Good.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Yes, indeed. Neil Young there on the radio. Hodaki Goat Countdown this Monday afternoon.
Coming in at 909.
Yeah, man.
Holy hell, mate. I'm actually just reading here about old Neil Young. God, how hot.
He's
How
totally hot, man.
How hot is Neil Young? He is a
Really?
hot
I'd
son of a
definitely go
bee.
there.
Oh yeah, I would. Well,
He's 78.
it turns out he is married to the actress Daryl Hannah.
I never knew that.
You will remember her from movies like Splash.
Splash,
Do you
yes.
remember that? Kill
Yes.
Bill. She was in Kill Bill as well.
She was.
And they dated for 4 years and apparently got married about 4 or 5 years ago.
Wow.
How about that? There's
Yeah,
an
that's-
age gap there of 15, 16 years.
Incredible.
Hannah is 62 and Young is 78.
Funnily enough, just on there, in terms of interesting facts, his daughter used to babysit me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she came over here for a while and she used to look after old Hoity
On
J.
ROE.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Far out. Wait, how long ago was that? Because how old are you?
Pardon?
How old are you now? You're 43.
Yes.
And he's 70. I'm just looking up his daughter. What was her name again?
Amber Jean.
Amber Jean, yeah.
She was cool. Hey, but now Keyzie.
She's 40, it says here.
Yeah, she was pretty young. Did a good job, though. I mean, I
Yeah.
turned out all right, didn't I?
Oh, true.
Totally, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Hey, fellas, look, at the end of last week, things were getting pretty exciting in the career department for me. A job opportunity had arisen at a far better station, ZM. Let's not beat around the
Wow.
bush. Let's not beat around the bush here.
When you say far better, you mean better paying.
Oh, no, it'd be worse paying, I think, but just a better trajectory, you know what I mean? Like, I've hit a bit of a dead end here. I'm in
Have
a
you?
cul-de-sac, yeah.
Yeah.
And I managed to score myself an interview for the night show there. You guys were references. I didn't listen to what you said, but it must have gone really well because
Oh, really well, Keyzie.
I've gone through to the next sort of phase of the interviews.
Phase.
They want to hear a demo of how it'd sound on ZM if I was to take over the night show.
Oof.
Can I?
Oh, well, it's been a good process, man. Good learning curve.
Totally it has.
Yeah, you can't win them all.
No, hang on. I've done it. I've got access to a studio, so I thought I'd do a demo as if I was on the ZM Night Show. I just want to play it to you guys, see what you reckon.
Oh, they haven't heard. Okay, yeah.
No, they
Sure.
haven't heard it yet. I'm going to send it off tonight.
Probably
Cool.
a good idea, actually. You play it to us first, Keyzie, actually.
Yeah. So here it is. This is how I'd go
Do we
if I
have
was.
to do this now?
Yeah, we do actually. This is how I'd sound if I was on ZM. Give me some feedback, please. Oh, tune. There it is, ZM, the night show with me, Keyzie. That was old Tay-Tay, Taylor Swift, my girl. Who else out there, fam? Hit up her concert over at the weekend over in Australia there. Let me know how it was. Flick me a text on 3496. Let me know, because you know I'm a big Tay-Tay girl. Actually, speaking of another girl that I'm into, Beyonce, on the way next. But before Beyonce, Dua Lipa. Oh, it's the night show with Keyzie here on ZM, today's hit music, fam. No cap. What even does that mean? What do you reckon? Because I'm trying to sound youthful, you know? It's a young
Well,
video.
you're a young man. I would say that the problem that you've got over there is that, well, it's not the problem over there. They're going great guns. But they use a lot of effects and things in their breaks.
Yeah.
And I think yours is a little bit too plain.
Yeah,
More
Yeah,
effects.
Yeah, more effects it could do with.
Okay.
I agree with that, actually.
And low energy, a little bit low on the energy.
Right.
Yeah, so a little less talking, more effects.
Okay, I can do that. Well, how about we'll go to a couple of songs
Yeah.
and I'll tweak it a wee bit.
Yeah.
Is that all good?
Sure. Yeah, totally, man.
All right, well, let's crack on with the GOAT then. Here's song number 908.
This is Hodaki's greatest of all time countdown.
Number 908, She Had, Leo Song.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Yes, indeed. Coming in at 9:06, they're Kings of Leon on the GOAT Countdown here on Radio Hodaki. Keeps coming up after 5 o'clock, by the way. Your chance to win a power tool, fellas.
Yeah, that's
New
right.
competition, exciting stuff. Also, apparently, Mogi Keysie's redone his show reel for the radio there, so we'll be getting into that. Also, Sport Chat.
Yeah, a lot of good sport, including pre-season has officially begun for the Warriors. So it's time.
I'm so into that.
It's time to get fizzed up for them for 2024. I did just spend that, so those 3 songs are sitting in there with Pugs recording it. He's just working on it now, by the way, that voice break thing.
Okay.
My demo reel, we'll play that after Friday.
Okay.
Yeah, good stuff, mate. I did mention that.
Yeah. Did you mention as well that the GOAT Countdown continues?
Yes.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast. Catch them weekdays from 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Welcome back, you massive backbones. Hope your Monday afternoon's going along very nicely indeed, and you're getting through. The time is 4 minutes past 5 o'clock, and you're listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Night Day. And remember, everyone that texts you on 3483 or gives us a talkback on the iHeartRadio app or calls us on 0800 Hodaki goes in the draw for a $50 Night Day voucher.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, just on Night and Day, fellas, for the entire month of February, every single Tuesday, $3 thick shakes. That's tomorrow, by the way. Just for those playing along
That's
at home.
cheap, man.
That's cheap. That's good.
That's
good,
thick,
good
too.
drinking.
Thick.
Yeah.
What flavour do you go with there, Mogi?
Jaffa.
Jaffa.
Remember?
Yeah, I do.
Remember?
I do. How good. Now,
Yum.
coming up, by the way,
I go
Keysie's
chocolate.
applied for the job at ZM as the night host there. He just played us his show reel just before, lacking in a few
Not bad,
areas.
not bad.
Not bad. It was pretty good.
Thanks, fellas.
But, I think Pugs has worked his magic for you, maybe. And
Pugs.
we're going to be listening to that next, and hopefully, God, fingers crossed, Keyzie, you get the job.
Yeah, I mean, I hope I do too. And can I just say as well, off the bat,
Straight off the bat.
you guys and how you've actually gotten behind me and really supported me for this one, I really do appreciate
There's
it.
nothing I like more than getting right in behind you, Keyzie.
Yeah,
Thanks,
totally.
man. And one day when I'm there and I'm killing it on ZM, one day I'm on the Air Drive show and I'm really doing well, you guys will be able to look up to where I am and think, man, we helped them get there.
Yeah. Let's get back to the countdown. Number 905, Icehouse.
You're listening to Hodaki's greatest of all time countdown.
905, Icehouse, Great Southern Land.
The Hodaki Big Show. Weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Yes, indeed. Coming in at 904 on the GOAT Countdown, Foo Fighters, fellas. I had that one actually at 678.
Yeah, it didn't make my top 1,000 this year, if I'm completely honest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting, mate.
Lacks a bit of
Interesting.
throb, but it's still
Sure.
it's a tune.
Yes.
It's a tune.
Can I just clarify, you guys do your own countdown every time the GOAT's
Oh,
on?
yeah. I like to see where I match up. I treat it like a massive game of musical Keno.
Right.
You know, Keno, and it's got to come out at the same time. And I'll hit probably every year out of 1,000 songs, I'll probably get 700 exactly the same.
Right, that's
as
pretty
the
crazy.
voters out there, yeah.
Just on that, by the way, I'll be releasing my 1,000 picks on my Sosh Med, my Insta there, at Hoity J.
Right, okay.
And
It's going off
I'll
that.
be selling the GOAT on a 25 CD set.
Right.
Okay,
I'll probably-
just send $100 to Old Mogi,
Right, okay.
PO Box 142963
I'll probably just
Auckland.
I'll probably just direct people to the hodaki.co.nz website for GOAT stuff if that was me, but that's all good. The countdown is going to continue shortly. In the meantime, fellas, an amazing job opportunity has popped up for me. The ZM night show, we've been over at ZM. It's leaps and bounds ahead of Hodaki. You know, like getting a job there is way better than being on the drive show here at
hell's
Hodaki.
Yeah.
I'm in a cul-de-sac here. It's a dead end.
Because we spoke to that woman, Emma.
Oh, Gemma from
Gemma,
HR.
yeah. Oh,
You didn't
she's
call
a-
her Emma, did you?
She sounded quite hot.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know. I don't want to be saying whether or not an HR person's hot,
right.
Jase.
Well, I felt like there was a bit of frisson going on.
That's weird
there,
because I
Maggie.
felt like there was none.
But you weren't in the room.
Whatever, yeah, you're right, actually. Whatever you guys said to her, it obviously worked. I'm into the next level. I have to send them a demo reel.
Keyzie.
I played one. You guys said it, not enough energy from me.
You played it before, man. They have a lot of bells and whistles. There's lots of little musical thingies going over the top, and you've got to be really high energy because they're young. So they're all about TikToks. They're all about that. So you've got to attract their attention and keep it, man. For me, it was a little bit,
Right, because well, I mean, I felt like it was actually quite high energy, and I did have a lot of that stuff.
Let's see what you got.
But we've cranked it up a level.
Okay.
Have a listen to this and just see if you reckon it fits. Oh, g'day, it's ZM Nights, the night show with me, Keyzie. There was my girl, Taylor Swift. So I'm a real Swiftie right here. Did you go to the concert over the weekend? Hit me up. Give me a text, let me know how it was. 'Cause I'm a real Tay-Tay girl. Speaking of, another one of my girl. It's old Dua Lipa. This is a tune. Tune. Up next, Beyonce. You're on the ZM Night Show, fam.
What's up, fam?
With me, Keyzie. ZM. What do you guys reckon?
The only thing I would say is I would probably do it if I not hungover.
Right.
Because you sounded a bit nasally.
Really?
Yeah.
Outside of that, I'd say package it up and send it off to the Radio Awards.
The Radio Awards.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
Sensational.
Yeah, really, really good. That is what you want. That is like sugar for your ears. It's a sugar rush for your ears right there, man.
It did sound quite good. Like, as I was listening, I was like, this is really good to listen to.
Oh, yeah.
I felt like
I could listen to that for hours.
Oh, so could I. I felt like I'd have just had a Red Bull.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
pumped.
Because that's how it has to be, right?
Yeah.
I got like a full mongrel.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, okay, well, I'll tell you what, fellas. I'm full of confidence. I'm going to send that puppy off.
Yeah,
You
bro.
do, man.
Oh,
You do.
Slam
So
dunk.
good, Keyzie.
Congratulations.
Last week on the drive show here at Hodaki. How good, fellas.
Yeah,
Thank
so
you.
good.
Should we do the countdown? Oh, who even cares? You know what I mean? I'm in the departure lounge now, baby.
Good one, Keyzie. Here's 903.
Hodaki Big Show Podcast.
Number 902 there on the GOAT Countdown. Queens of the Stone Age, fellas. I had that at number 18, actually.
Wow.
Yeah, right up there for old Hoity J. Right up
She's
there.
an absolute tune, that's for sure.
Hey, now, massive sporting weekend, fellas. Let's get into it, shall we? I'll be honest with you, I didn't watch any sport this weekend. What was going on?
Sport.
Well, we had the... do you want me to chat about the Warriors preseason game?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, okay. Who were they playing?
All right, here we go then.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Time to chat footy with me, Keyzie. What are the Warriors up to? Yeah! So good to be back, fellas. The Warriors, well, they played their first preseason game. They took on the Tigers, who have a bye in round one of the actual NRL season, so they named their entire starting side, essentially.
Wow.
They named a full-strength side in quote marks, and the reason I say full-strength is because their side is still not that great. The Warriors named essentially a C team, and a lot of players who I'd never heard of, didn't even know were in development at the club. And it was a pretty messy game, a lot of drop balls, things like that. But hey, first hit out, what was great was actually to see a packed house down in Canterbury there. People really turned out for it, which was good to see. Clearly Warriors Mania for 2024 it's going to be a big year. And one major takeaway was Roger Tuivasa-Sheck. He was playing his first game back in Warriors colours. And
At centre?
He was playing at centre, of course. He's a bit older now. He's been at rugby union for a few years. It's been a while since he had a Warriors jersey on. But he did not look out of place at all. I think he played 50 minutes. He put a few good shots on. He got through over 100 metres, just running the ball up the guts and stuff. So he was getting stuck in. He did not look rusty at all.
That's right.
Which was
and
great to see.
he sort of stepped a few fellas as well. Was putting them on ice skates, which was nice to see. I would like to see him. They had him at left centre, which gives him Montoya on his outside. I don't know, man. I don't know. He's gonna need. What I want from Montoya, he's a big son of a bee, and I want him to sprint hard and fast and just straight.
Yes.
And he gets the stutters on before he hits the line. And I just want to see him run full steam ahead. And if he's not going to do that, I'd rather see DWZ and Roger team up.
Who's on the right?
I'll be honest with you, I'd rather see
Rocco Berry.
Rocco, yeah.
I'd really like to see Roger at lock.
Jase,
And
don't
just-
even Jase.
Just
I don't.
douching it up the middle.
I don't do
Douche.
this.
But what I enjoyed most about the game was probably the last 20 minutes because I think they run with 10 subs. So
Yeah.
I actually enjoyed that a lot more. They've got some big units coming through.
Oh,
And it's going to be a good few years if we can hold on to those boys, and I think we will, thank God.
yeah.
So, yeah, bloody good.
And can I just say the Warriors did actually lose to the Tigers 16-18 though, but considering who we named and who they named.
I'm
And
out then.
but
I'm
also,
done
let
with
me
them.
say, we had a player got red carded after 20 minutes. So
Zion,
we
yeah.
had 12. We were down to 12 men
12
for
players.
60 minutes
Excuses.
and
No
lost by 2
excuses.
points. In the UFC, Volkanovski lost. And that was a bloody shame. Tapuria, I think his name is. He's a Spanish fighter, undefeated in the UFC.
Oh, hang on.
Gave Volkanovski the absolute douche. And it's a real shame. I love Volk. This chat that he came back too soon after his last fight.
I thought
where
so.
he went up a weight division and he should have taken more time. Even that fight was at very short notice. So he wants to have a rematch, but he is 35 years of age and maybe, I don't know, I love him, man. I don't want him to now just
man.
get his head smashed in every time
Yeah.
he comes out. But
Yeah, I hear what you're saying,
We'll see.
mate.
Look, at the end of the day, you know,
Yeah, man.
I can only give him the advice and it's up to him whether he takes it or not. And I've got a feeling he's probably not going to take it. You
One
know
of
what
the
I mean?
hardest things I had to do was step out of the ring in the end. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because you had quite a long career as a ring girl, eh? But at some point the body falls apart.
You
You've
know,
got to
and,
admit it, brother.
and at 40, I had to call the cage fighting. You know, just I had a lot of other stuff on. I had a few potties that I was doing at that time. so-
BYC, man, takes
Yeah,
precedence.
yeah.
Can I
Yeah,
just
hard
say, great sporting rap, fellas. My compliments to the chef.
Oh, yeah, my compliments to the chef.
Nah, mine.
all right. Oh, my compliments
Yeah.
to the chef.
Tell you what, Keyzie, it's bloody good having you on board.
Hey, fellas, final song from the GOAT on the way next
Oh,
on
what?
Hodaki.
Oh,
for
so
today,
good.
for today.
Oh,
not- yeah.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Tune. Telling it at 9:01 there, hunters and collectors. And that's the end of the countdown for today. But I believe after our show tonight, Mogi, there's going to be a countdown of what we played today.
That's right.
That's right. It's a recap from 7 till midnight.
How
so
good.
if you missed anything, well, you got the night shift tonight, whatever it might be, we'll have you covered with the GOAT. All thanks to our mates at Burger King. That'll return tomorrow morning around 8 on the Matt and Jerry Show as well.
Yeah, very exciting news.
It is very exciting. Big shout out to BK as I did because the next 2 weeks going to be pretty sweet.
Speaking of exciting, do you guys want to win a tool?
Oh.
I mean, not you guys. I mean, the people listening to the show at the moment.
Oh, people
they?
do,
I
man.
mean, because
Yeah.
people love their tools,
They
don't
do.
they, Mogi? They really love their tools.
They do.
They do love their tools, and we are currently running. It's called Name That Tool. It's incredibly clever. It's all thanks to Placemakers who have their monster tool sale. It all kicks off this weekend with expos in Auckland, Wellington and Christchurch, and also at your local Placemakers store as well. By the way, I'm going to be at the one in Wellington, so if you're going to that, come say
So
hello.
probably go to the one in either Auckland or Christchurch.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you could bump into Keyzie.
Yeah, so fly to another city just to avoid bumping into
Good
it.
idea.
Yeah. Good stuff, fellas. So how this competition is going to work, we're going to play a tool sound effect. If you think you know what it is, you call us on 0800
Hammer.
Hodaki. I
hammer.
haven't played it yet. But if you think you know what it is, you call us on 0800 Hodaki and you could win. So get ready to call.
Do we know, Keyzie, just very quickly, what the prize is today? Or do they find that out as a sort of exciting tidbit later on?
Hammer.
Are you just going to keep saying hammer? Is that what you're going to do? So let me just say, here is the tool that we are playing today. So you got to know what this is and call us on 0800 Hodaki.
Yes.
And if you can get through on 0800 Hodaki, you think you know what that is, you can win yourself a DeWalt 18-volt cordless 3-speed hammer drill / driver.
So good.
So give us a call now on 0800 Hodaki. What?
What is it?
What?
What is it?
What's the
Tell us so the people don't know.
Yeah. Mookie was right. It was a hammer.
I thought it was a hammer.
Yeah, it was.
It's a fast hammer, man.
Yeah. Hammer. Let's go to a tune, fellas?
Yeah, but at Basement Jack's, what do we reckon, fellas?
Yeah.
The Hodaki Big Show. Weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Basement Jack's there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Monday afternoon. The time is 5:45, which means it's time for...
On the Big Show, it's time to Name That Tool.
Man, that's
So
sick.
Darren, you mad bastard. How's life?
How you going, lads? I'm good. How are you guys?
Yeah, good, thanks. Darren, just incidentally, out of curiosity, mate, what do you do for a crust?
I measure windows. I'm a window
Backbone! So you love your tools, Darren, I'm picking.
yeah.
I get to hear a few tools.
What's your
In the
favourite tool,
background,
man?
that's
Probably a tape measure, is it?
Yeah, or the laser tape. Yeah.
Laser tape.
The old laser tape. Yeah, it is so good. Now, okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to play the tool again for you to name, and then you tell us what it is. All right, Darren?
Sweet, sounds easy.
Here we go.
All right, here we go, Darren. What was that, mate?
It sounds like a hammer drill to me.
Oh, hammer drill. Wrong. Sorry, mate.
Oh,
It's actually Hoity J's headboard.
Is that-
Only for a few seconds, all right, boys. So,
No, but I tell you what, though. No, Mogi, I'm not that vigorous, mate. Come on now.
Can I have another listen to it, man? I'm sure it was.
All right, here's what it sounds like, fellas. Yeah, jackhammer.
Oh,
Yeah, it was a jackhammer. Well, I'll tell you what happens actually now is that the prize today goes into tomorrow's show, so you win 2 tools.
That's right.
It's what is it called
What?
when that happens?
Jackpot.
Yeah, jackpot.
Jack me off pot. Oh!
Cheers.
I'd like to distance myself from that last comment, by
Yeah,
the way.
same. So would I actually. I'd really do that, but I'm
It was
doing
a
it this
Jack me
time.
off hammer.
So, don't.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
The sweet, sweet sounds of Pearl Jam there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Monday afternoon. Now, coming up after 6 o'clock, What's on the TV with Mike Minogue, but also What's for Tea with me. Easy. So text through on 3483 what you're having for tea, and we'll be getting into that after 6 o'clock, Mogi.
We will.
Beautiful.
Forgot to mention, fellas, that everyone that does text through what they're having for dinner on 3483 in the draw, $50 night and day voucher. Got heaps of them to give away.
Good stuff, mate.
Thanks, man.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast. Catch them weekdays from 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Welcome back, you massive backbones. You're listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Night. Day.
Can I just have a little word on the NBA All-Star game there that was just mentioned in the news?
Yes.
211 to 186. That is shocking for a game of basketball.
It's a joke. They don't defend or anything.
No, yeah, but it's absolutely next level, isn't it? That's like part of what you like about basketball, surely, is the defence.
I mean, that's why I watch it. Hey, also, can I just say, looking forward to that Australian series, Mogi. It's a good Australian side coming over here. 2 test matches, 3 T20s. It's going to be good, man. Going to be
bloody beautiful.
Actually, I'm dropping the wife off Friday night for the T20 at Eden Park.
Yeah, boy.
She's going to have a great time there. Charles invited.
I believe I'm commentating that.
Yeah.
So that's going to be good times. Hey, now listen to the podcast outro. We did that today before the show.
What?
It's a podcast we do outside of the radio show. I can't really remember what we talked about.
Would you say it's bonus content, Jase?
Nah.
Would you say it's like if people like the show but they want more, they can check it out wherever they get their podcasts from?
Oh, no.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Oh, okay. Well, just because I would. Here's a clip of today's, which involves Jase and a robbery.
I was in the dairy and I was walking away and he went, oh, oi, come here. Because he quite likes me because he knows I know cricket. And he showed me the video. He said, we got robbed. And he showed me the video and it was intense.
How many people came in?
2 dudes came in and just started grabbing from over the counter. And the young fella that works there just immediately kicked into action. And you see this cricket bat come hooning through the screen. Yeah, but a drama there at my local dairy. He's a good bastard, the guy that runs that.
What's his name again?
He used to be Babu. I don't know
His
this
name
guy.
used to be Babu. He's changed his name.
Babu's left, and I don't know this guy's name. I'll find out tomorrow. It's very
that
slack
doesn't
of
bother me.
Very, very slack of me.
Do you reckon... Eyes to the front, Jase. Jesus. Do you reckon he knows your name?
Yeah. I'm quite big out west, fellas. I don't know if you realise
Was
that.
everyone else tiny?
Well, I was going to say, you could be north, east, west, south. It doesn't matter. You'll still be pretty small.
Hey, now listen. Let us know what's for dinner, New Zealand, on 3483. So Keysie's got something to chat about next, eh?
Midnight Oil.
Yeah.
So good, fellas.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Alice Cooper there on the Radio Hodaki Big Show this Monday evening. But right now it's time for...
Oh, yeah. Hey, guys. Text here from Steve. What's for tea, New Zealand? With me, Keyzie.
Hey, just on that note, fellas, it was my 28th wedding anniversary yesterday.
Are you sure?
You'll be glad to know I remembered.
Well, to be fair...
Someone reminded me on Friday. Hey, but we went to a beautiful restaurant. Magnificent food.
Yeah?
Magnificent
BK.
food. Bit of BK, mate.
Yeah, mate.
Really?
Yeah.
Sure wasn't night and day?
Yeah, we popped into night and day on the way home and had
Nice.
and had
thick one.
Thick one, yeah.
Didn't you go past the Placemaker's Monster Tool Sale as well?
No.
Oh.
What are people eating, Keyzie?
Well, what are you guys having for dinner tonight?
I don't know, actually. We did a shop yesterday, so there's so many options, and I think my wife gets quite flustered in that scenario.
Yeah, you're saying she loses her head completely.
Was I? Yeah, she does.
Jase, you can't say that, mate.
I know that Keyzie's having spicy pork mince. Hopefully not too spicy.
Pork noodles.
He said pork noodle. He
Pork
told me
noodle,
it was.
yeah,
pork
and he
noodle.
gets a bit funny with the old spices. Keep it mild for old Keyzie.
I don't know what I'm having, as per.
Yes.
I'll tell you.
I couldn't operate. I have to know what I'm working towards.
Yeah.
I'm picturing my pork noodle right now.
Your little,
funny 'cause you-
pork noodle there, hey?
You ate a whole tray of sushi just before, so I'm going to tell your wife that.
Your little spicy pork noodle.
You would... Stop saying that, mate. But you would tell my wife that too, wouldn't you?
Yes.
When we walk to the car
Oh,
park.
Hundy.
He'll be like, oh, Keyzie will say he's not hungry for dinner because he just ate heaps of sushi.
He's going to have to come out of his $400 a week fundsy account.
$172 out of my fun account.
Yeah. Is she going to be there tonight?
We are walking together, yes.
Ah, good stuff.
Actually, no, I might Uber home. Great text in on 3483.
What
people,
does it say?
People telling me what they're having for dinner, which is always good. Zucchini fritters and bacon.
Oh, yeah.
And bacon.
Yeah,
That's great. You got to have some
actually-
bacon on the
Is that a
side.
thing?
Yeah, it's quite good.
Bacon
Is
with
it?
fritters
Yes.
is
Never
great.
heard of that.
A bit of like natural yogurt and some sweet chili sauce.
Dinner. That strikes me as a breakfast meal, a fritter of a bacon. But good on. Yep.
Hey, fellas, here in NP, which I assume is New Plymouth, we are having yellow
North
rice.
Pole. It's the North Pole.
Oh, is it North Pole?
Yeah. This will be Santa.
Oh, yeah. Hey, fellas, in the North Pole, we are having yellow rice, beef rendang, and salad. So good.
Yeah, but
and
it's-
that's from Santa.
You put a bit of turmeric in there in your rice when
That's
you're
the
cooking
goer.
it. It makes it yellow.
Yeah.
Yum. Do you guys put like a bit of salt in the water when you do rice?
Honestly, man, I do not know where you get these ideas.
Oh,
from.
sorry. G'day, fellas. Having butter chicken with a glass of wine. That's from Paul and Wellies.
I wonder if that's homemade or if it's a bought one, and you get in the plastic
Oftentimes
container.
you'll find people get them and the sauce will come, won't it?
Yes.
You have to supply a breast, for example.
Yes.
Maybe a thigh.
I
a
tend to go
drumstick.
for a thigh in that
Yes,
scenario,
yes.
Mogi.
So good, fellas. Good chat. This is from Brendan. G'day, fellas. Enjoying a chicken stir fry from last night thanks to my mum.
Oh, cheers, Mum.
Leftovers.
Good stuff.
G'day, fellas. Tea tonight, pizza and homemade blackberry and apple pie. That's Dave from the far north.
Yeah, good stuff. Don't you be having any hangovers, any leftovers, by the way, Keyzie, because I don't want another Klingon scenario.
Jase, it is such a weird joke. I don't even know what a Klingon is, other than it's someone from, what is it, Star Wars? Star Trek?
Yeah.
Here's the last one. G'day there, Jet Skeezy. Troy here. He's got Adidas snap-off pants and a white spouse beater. He's about to go over to the neighbours tonight and have some clam chowder.
Actually, what he's got there is jet ski Keyzie, which has got a real ring. to
Yeah, I
it.
shortened it to Jet Skeezy because that's not as cool.
Yeah, well, there you go. That's what people are having for dinner around the country. Great stuff, fellas.
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Oh, yes, indeed. The Killers there on the Radio Hodaki Big Show this Monday evening. We had a bit of viewing over the weekend, so let's get into this, shall we?
What's on the telly with Mike Minogue.
We No, I need to put that to rest. I think we make that a special feature when Pugs is
Pugs
co-host.
is back. Yeah, we'll make that the Pugs special.
Yeah, the Pug special, because Keysie's just not even trying.
He's taking the absolute piss.
The problem is when I do try, I just feel like I get slammed.
That's true.
So I may as well have fun with it.
Yeah, you might as well, because, I mean, there's nothing worse than trying and actually failing even worse.
Well,
is there?
actually, it's better than not having tried at all in the first place, Jase.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
man.
true, actually. You're
Yeah.
better off not trying at all, because to not try is the best kind of failure.
It's cool, eh?
Yeah,
Actually,
yeah,
not
yeah.
trying.
Yeah, that's right.
I think in your case, certainly don't try, Keyzie.
Right, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't do anything.
In your case, I think stop trying so hard is probably what I'd say.
Oh, no, I'll keep trying.
That's the spirit, fellas. What did I watch over the weekend, fellas? Anyone?
Try and remember.
I watched sports. I actually watched sports, but we've already talked about that.
Yes.
And then I don't know if you guys have heard of the show called Seinfeld.
Oh, classic. I haven't seen that.
And there's one where somebody's nipple was out, so that was pretty cool. But outside of that, I got nothing to tell you.
Right, okay. Yeah, well, it was anniversary weekend for me, of course, and so I truly didn't watch
It's
a lot
your
of television.
anniversary. It's your anniversary.
But
It's your-
end of the night, I watched the original Fargo. So good.
The movie.
Yes, the
Right,
movie.
yeah.
Really enjoyable. And then...
It is a great film.
As we previously discussed, the more they've done it, the less I like it. You know what I mean, in terms of the series and stuff. Some of the first couple of series were superb, and then after that, it just gets a bit silly and just plays off the same kind of genre.
Yeah, it's a. The film is unbelievable. Everybody in it is incredible. William H. Macy is amazing. Frances McDormand, obviously, is great. Steve Buscemi, very funny.
I love Steve Buscemi.
Yeah.
He's such a great actor.
He's unreal. Do you know, so in the first season of Fargo, which had old mate Billy Bob Thornton as a bad guy?
Yes, so good.
Jermaine Clement auditioned for that role.
Oh, right.
He auditioned for that role, and he said as he was doing it, we interviewed him on the podcast, as he was doing it, he knew that it was the worst podcast he ever did, because there's a scene in it where he's on the phone. It's the worst. Did I say podcast?
You mean audition?
It's the worst audition he ever did. Where he's there's a point where the character is on the phone and Jermaine was holding his hand to his head like a phone, and then he started talking about the fact that he was using his hand for a phone. And then while he was doing that, he was thinking, why are you doing that? This is the worst. I've seen hundreds of auditions. This is the worst one ever. And then he didn't get it, obviously.
Yeah. Billy Bob was bloody great in that, though.
He's a god, that fella.
Quickly, Keyzie.
Why quickly?
Well, because we're running out of time.
I was too much chat there.
Oh, okay. I watched some Seinfeld over the weekend. I finished watching episode...
God.
I finished watching episode 1 of Sex Education, the latest season, which everyone's bagging. And I've realised the reason why everyone's bagging it is because it's just they've gone full-blown on the sort of full-blown on the sort of woke stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So they're at this college now where everyone there is representing some sort of different part of society.
Right.
And a lot of my friends are like, I stopped watching halfway into the episode. And I was like, I can tell why you stopped watching it, but it was still very funny.
Okay.
So I'm like, I still like it.
Well, of course, a New Zealander's been directing that season.
And it was hilarious. There's this one thing where he's standing in front of a projector and there's like something funny happens and I was cracking up laughing going, I still think this is really good.
Bloody good.
Good on you, Keyzie.
That's the spirit, brother.
Thanks, fellas. I also watched a documentary on semiconductors.
Oh, that is so... Oh! But Jeff Buckley, fellas.
Do you know Taiwan makes them? They're like the world leader.
Of what?
Semiconductors.
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Yes, indeed, Smashing Pumpkins there on the Radio Hodaki Big Show. Now, fellas, you might have noticed when I walked into the studio today, my jeans were bulging around the old thighs there.
Yeah, you had stuff in your pockets. What was that? Had you stolen stuff?
No, there's nothing in my pocket, Keyzie.
Oh, what is it?
But you might have noticed...
Is it a present for us?
That my thighs were looking pretty damn meaty, that they're bulked up a bit. You might have noticed that.
No,
I didn't know.
But that's not because they haven't. It's just that I didn't notice.
Oh, right. It's just because I don't know if you guys know this. I'm getting back into my cycling again.
Oh.
All in sort of preparation for Crankworks,
right?
Which is coming up really soon, eh, Keyzie?
It certainly is. I don't know whether downhill mountain bikers call it cycling. Cycling's like road cycling.
But you're doing road cycling?
Yeah, I'm doing road cycling. I do some...
Because aren't you riding your bike to Crankworks?
Yeah.
Because
and back.
Just because it's different. from what Crankworks is. Obviously it's happening in Rotorua. It's the 10-year celebration of Crankworks, a massive festival, and we've got a massive package to give away to celebrate. If you would like premium event tickets to Crankworks, flights, accommodation, bike shuttle passes, Skyline passes, mountain bike hire, and a grand spending money from us at Hodaki, then text the word bike to 3483 and register there. It's going to be so good, fellas.
You might have noticed also my ass is really tight at the moment. You might have noticed that on my jeans there because I've been getting up on the saddle there and just pounding out the hills there. You might have noticed a tightening of the old hoity J butt.
Old two-wipe.
Two-stroke.
That's interesting, isn't it? That's sort of gone by the wayside. We need to bring that back.
Do you think so? No, but seriously, this Crankworks sounds like a bloody good weekend, actually. Get involved in it.
That's right. And the prize we're giving away, just a heads up, is valued at over $6,000.
$1 million. Wow.
Huh? 6,000. Jase, can you not scrub out so loudly? I can hear that in the microphone. $6,000 is the value. So text bike to 3483. Get yourself in the draw.
I was just editing the script you sent me.
Ah.
Yeah, there's a lot of superfluous stuff in there.
Righto.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
There you go, you massive backbones. That's your Monday show done and dusted. Mogi, your plans for this evening after you leave the studio? Walk to your car?
I've got to try and, walk to the car, go home, put the kid to bed. I'm not sure, actually, tonight. I really want to try and watch a movie.
Do it, man, do it.
Thanks, man.
And then you can tell us about it tomorrow on What's on the TV with Mike Minogue.
It's such a good idea.
Keezy, have you got netball tonight?
No, I'm having to pull out a netball now because there are a lot of early games, so the show's not finished in time.
Yeah, I heard Joel talking to you, who works in the office and plays in the netball side, because you missed last week, of course.
That's
right.
right.
He said the team performed so much better without you there. He did, didn't he, Keyzie? He said that.
Yeah, but he was taking the piss.
No, he wasn't.
Jase.
And they won.
You know, I've only lost one game since I've been playing in that netball team for like 2 years.
Oh, wow.
And I'm going to be honest, our team's just really good. It's not me.
How come you don't have to go up a grade then if you keep on winning all your games?
Because we're in this grade where the top grade is like semi-professional, where they do trainings.
Right.
Whereas we're the like top social grade.
Right.
Yeah, it's just a weird, I don't know. But no more netball tonight. I'll be going home, making spicy pork noodles with my wife, and then we'll probably go for a walk around the block and chat about our days.
Oh, how good.
And then she'll go to bed.
Keezy.
And then I'll play PlayStation and
That's
have
the
a
way
small
to do
glass
it,
of
man.
port.
Nice. I'm going to get my cycling kit on and just hoon home.
Oh, so good, man.
Well, actually, I won't go home. I'll go to the gym and then I'll go home and eat something, make love and go to bed.
In that order?
Probably, yeah.
Go to bed,
nah.
eat something.
And then make love.
And then make love, yeah.
Hey, listen, it's been a pleasure bringing you the show this Monday afternoon. Make sure you tune in. Same time, same place tomorrow, by the way.
Yeah, and stay tuned in now if you would like a recap of the GOAT Countdown, which started today. Song number 1000. It is a replay until midnight, so get stuck into that.
Good stuff.